Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mahen Singh Gadoria, Department of Mathematics, ITM Group of Institution. So in this video lecture, I will cover the topic normal distribution. So in my previous video lecture, I have already discussed the concept of normal distribution and property of normal distribution. So look at the screen. Here the problem is we have to solve a problem or applications based problem in which first problem is if the student of a class were given an aptitude test and if their marks were found to be normally distributed with mean 60 and standard deviation 5, then what percentage of students score more than 60 marks? So we know that in normal distribution, first we write the problem in symmetric curve, which is known as normal curve, and after that by using the normal distribution table we will find probability of required area. So here for this problem the mean is 60 and standard deviation is 5. Mean is 60 and standard deviation is 5. So we know that a normal curve is symmetric about the mean. So look at the normal curve for this problem. Here it is clear that the mean value x bar equal to 60 and if x bar equal to 60 then z equal to 0. Why? Because z is equal to x minus mu upon sigma, okay, and x and mu is equal to x bar, or in another word we can say that x bar and mu both representing the mean of this data. So clearly whenever we put x equal to 60, x bar equal to 60, then z equal to 0. So if a curve is symmetric with respect to mean, its mean curve is symmetric with respect to z equal to 0. In detail we already discussed in our previous video lecture. Now if x bar equal to 60 and standard deviation is equal to 5 for this problem, now our purpose is to convert the data in Z form, means in Z variant. So here Z is known as standard normal variant. Okay. So again look at the problem. The given is that the mean x bar equal to 60 and the purpose of this problem is to find the percentage of students who scored more than 60 marks. So this x bar equal to 60 is actually representing the 60 marks. So if this is x equal to 60 marks, then the area for that percentage of students score more than 60 marks is definitely this part of curve. If you think, then clearly understand that this area will give the percentage of students who score more than 60 marks. But we know that in normal distribution, we convert the problem in z variable. So if you convert the problem in z variable, then if x is greater than 60, this is just similar z is greater than 0. Are you getting my point? Because we know that here x bar equal to 60 and z equal to 0. Both are same. One is representing data in the x form. Another is representing data in z form or standard normal variate form. So look at here. This area, this shaded area can be written as according to our problem. Our purpose is if x is greater than 60, it means z is greater than 0. Now again the property of normal distribution. We know that the half part of this area is equal to 0.5. So what it means? It means that the area lying to the right of z equal to a, which is mathematically represented by pz is greater than equal to 0, which equal to 0.5. So what is the, if z equal to the area is equal to 0.5, now it's very simple. Now if we have to find only the percentage, means we just multiply by 100 to get the percentage of students getting more than 60 marks. So this equal to 50%, which is the required solution from here. Now look at the next problem. The problem is that you have to assume a mean height of a soldier to be 68.22 inch with a variance of 10.8 inch square. Okay, it's very general. If a mean height of a soldier to be 68.22 inch with a variance of 10.8 inch square. Now the above problem is, how many soldiers in a regiment of 1000 would you expect to be over 6 feet tall? Very interesting. Given that the area under the standard normal curve exactly, listen carefully, the area under the standard normal curve means here in this problem the given z, the area of z. So given that the area under the standard normal curve between x equal to 0 and x equal to 0.35 is 0.1368, and between x equal to 0 and x equal to 1.15 is 0.3746. Very interesting problem. Now our purpose, again, in our first step, I will represent this problem in normal curve. In our second part, I will convert the problem from x variable to z variable. And in the third part, by using table or by using the given values, I will find the probability in form of area. So initially we know that a normal curve is always symmetric about the mean. Here the mean is 68.22. So means the curve of this problem is symmetric about x equal to 68.22. Are you getting my point? Let's see. Mean x bar is equal to 68.22 inch. Okay. Now, mean x bar is equal to 68.22 inch. Variance, which is equal to 10.8 inch square. Now, if x equal to 6 feet, so we know that 6 feet is just similar as 72 inch. We convert in same unit. So if x equal to 72 inch, then z is equal to x minus mu upon sigma. So x minus mu upon sigma means z equal to 72 minus 68.22 upon sigma. And in place of sigma, in this problem, the value of variance is given. And in statistic or probability, the variance is equal to square of sigma means square of standard deviation. So if you solve this, then clearly here z is equal to 1.15. Now what is the problem? The problem is that in this normal curve, I have to find the area for z is greater than 1.15. So look at again here. In place of x equal to 72, it is given in the question. We convert such that z equal to 1.15. Means both are similar. X equal to 72 inch is just equal to z equal to 1.15. And our purpose is to find probability that x is greater than 72. Okay. Which means in the form of z, we can write here probability that x is greater than 72. This is just similar as probability that z is greater than 1.15. Now look at the graph carefully. We know that the half part of normal curve is equal to 0.5. So if we subtract the area from 0 to 1.15 from 0.5, then we will get answer very simply. It is very simple. Okay, look at the graph carefully. This half part is equal to 0.5. Okay, and we have to find the area from here. Means z is equal to 1.15 and above. Now this is equal to area means we have to find 0.5 minus area between 0 to z equal to 1.1. Are you getting my point? So look at here. Now it's very simple. This is equal to 0.5 minus probability of z is vary from 0 to 1.15. This value is already given in this problem. Otherwise, I will find this value from standard normal table. So this is equal to 0.5 minus 0.3746. After simplifying, subtracting this is equal to 0.125. So probability that x is greater than 72 is equal to 0.1254, and we know that in normal distribution is probability we find through area. Okay, so this is equal to 0.1254. Now look at here. Number of soldiers, which is the purpose of this problem. So very simple. We just multiply the total number of soldiers of this regiment, then it is clear that this is equal to 1000 into 0.1254 means 125.4 approximate 125 persons or soldiers of regiment whose height is greater than 6 feet. Now look at next problem based on normal distribution. A sample of 1000 dry battery cells tested to find a length of life produced the following result. What the result? The mean is equal to 12 hours. We are talking about the life of cell. Okay. The standard deviation equal to 3 hours. Now if you assuming the data to be normally distributed, what percentage of battery cells are expected to have life? Number 1, more than 15 hours, less than 6 hours, and between the 10 and 14 hours. This is the problem. Now here the given that x bar is equal to 12 hours, standard deviation is equal to 3 hours. Now our purpose is to find three things. Number 1, more than 15 hours percentage. We have to find what percentage of battery cells are expected to have life less than 6 hours. And the third part is what percentage of battery cells are expected to have life between 10 and 14 hours. Now, as usual, first we convert the problem in normal distributed form. In place of x data, we convert it into z data, z form, and after that, by using table, I will find the probability in terms of A or in form of A. Okay, so let's start. Given x bar is equal to 12 hours means the curve is symmetric about 12 hours x bar. Standard deviation is equal to 3 years. X denotes the length of life of dry battery cell. Now, what would be the graph for more than 15 years? Okay, so look at here. Z is equal to at 15 minus 12 by 3, which is equal to 1. If you solve Z is equal to 15 minus 12 by 3, then definitely this is equal to 1. 3 by 3 equal to 1. We know that. Now, what is the probability that X is greater than equal to 15 hours? In place of X, if we are talking in the form of Z, then definitely we will say that what is the probability that Z is greater than equal to 1? Okay, so Z is greater than equal to 1 is equal to 0.5 minus P. Z is vary from 0 to 1. So this is equal to 0.5 minus 0.3413. Okay, this value probability that Z is vary from 0 to 1, which is equal to 0.3413. This is equal to 0.158. So whenever we are talking about the percentage, so this is equal to 15.87%. Now the second part. In second part, our purpose is to find when X equal to 6 and then probability that Px is less than 6. So in place of X, first we have to find what is the value of Z, which is equivalent to X equal to 6. So how could we find? Very simple. Using the formula Z is equal to X minus 12 upon 3. This is equal to 6 minus 12 by 3, which is equal to minus 2. So probability that Z is less than minus 2. This is equal to probability that Z is greater than 2. Why? Because the curve is symmetric. Now probability that Z is greater than 2. So look at the figure carefully. If Z is greater than 2, it is just similar our previous problem. We know that the half part of this curve is equal to 0.5. So this is equal to 0.5 minus probability that Z is vary from 0 to 2. So this is equal to 0.5 minus probability that Z is vary from 0 to 2 equal to 0.3413. This value can find by using table. So this is equal to 0.5 minus 0.3413, which is equal to 0.158. This is the probability. Now we have to find the percentage. So it's very simple. We just multiply by 100. Then this is equal to 15.87, which is the required percentage of this one. Now the third part of this problem is when X equal to 10, between, the case is between when x equal to 10 and x equal to 14. Then first we convert the problem into the z by using standard normal variate formula z is equal to x minus mu upon sigma. So when x equal to 10, z equal to minus 0.67. When x equal to 14, then z equal to 0.67. Now if we plot a normal curve for this problem, then look at here, we get this curve, and our purpose is to find the area which is between from z equal to minus 0.67 to z equal to 0.67. But we all know very well that in normal distribution the curve is symmetric, so the half part of area is equal to the second half part of area, which is symmetric about mean. So it means in place of the area of negative side, we will find the area of right hand side from z equal to 0 to 0.67 and multiply it by 2. Okay, so this is equal to 2 into 0.2485, which is equal to 0.4970. It means 49.70% is the required solution here. So we recall you the area under the standard normal curve. This is a standard table from which we can find the area under the standard normal curve from z equal to 0 to z equal to x minus mu upon sigma. So, for example, suppose if we have to find the area, look at here, this curve is showing the area from z equal to 0 to particular value. So z equal to 0 to, suppose you have to find the area till z equal to 1, then this value is equal to 0.0438. So by using vertical and horizontal line, by using the vertical line and by using horizontal line, we will reach till the intersection point, which is here 0.0438. So in this video lecture, I covered some problem based on numerical distribution. Thank you for watching video.